Hello everyone and welcome to this video showing you how to tell who is haunted in the FNAF fan game Juniors. This game is a lot different than other FNAF games because the goal is to figure out which animatronic is possessed by a ghost. Each night adds an additional ghost clue, and only one ghost clue will ever be active at a time, so you don't have to worry about multiple clues presenting themselves at the same time. And only one animatronic is haunted at a time. After every night up to night 4, a new clue is added. And every time the ghost spawns, it will randomly choose which clue to display. So on night 1, the haunted animatronic will cause the camera to flicker more often. I found the easiest way to recognize this is the camera would flicker black constantly while the animatronic was in the room. Just make sure to double check that no other animatronics have entered or exited the room, because the camera also goes black whenever an animatronic moves in and out of rooms. So I recommend just keep an eye on the animatronic you suspect, and then follow them through the rooms. Once confirmed, you can tag them as the ghost. Here's a comparison side by side of a normal camera and a flickering camera. On night 2, players are introduced to handprints. The first ghost clue on night 2 will always be handprints, but every time after that the ghost will choose between flickering or handprints. The way handprints work is the haunted animatronic will leave a handprint on the camera when it leaves the room. So if you're watching a room with only one animatronic, this clue makes it incredibly easy to find the haunted one, since the handprint will appear the instant it leaves. The problem occurs when there are multiple animatronics in one room, then you have to follow each of them until you figure out which one is the culprit. On night 3, the ghost will move the camera on its own. The first ghost clue will always be the camera movement, but again, after that it will choose at random. This clue is another easy one as long as you can get the animatronic alone. On night 4, the ghost will add another clue that makes the camera viewing the haunted animatronic say, "Connection lost." This clue will be a process of elimination as you figure out who you can see to find the one that you cannot see. Again, the first time that the ghost is out, it will be the connection lost clue, but then after that it will choose randomly. On night 5, there are no new clues added, and you must use everything you have learned to figure out where the ghost is. During this night, stability drops fast, and the ghost moves extremely fast and haunts almost immediately after you have found it, so make sure to be fast about calling in animatronics for repairs. Now there are two animatronics with special behaviors. The first is Balloon Boy. He will never show up in any cameras, although he can move from room to room and cause ghost effects on the cameras. But you can always tell 100% if Balloon Boy is haunted by checking his stability. If his number is glitching out, then he is haunted. The second one is the Marionette. It will never be visible on the cameras, but it does play music, so you can tell which room it is in by listening. If the music stops, then that means the Marionette changed rooms. Something else about the Marionette is that if you get the connection lost ghost clue, you can still hear the Marionette playing music. Now onto some tips and tricks. There is a trick to quickly find out who is haunted. Listen for a phone ringing. If you hear it at any time, then immediately change to the Cam 5 break room camera, which is located in the bottom left. The animatronic in this room is always haunted if it sets off the phone. Just be careful if multiple animatronics are in the room. If you want to play it safe, you can keep a close eye on that animatronic and see if evidence presents itself. Another important thing to know is that the animatronics are always in the same spots on each camera. For example, in the dining hall, Chica is always to the right of the crane machine, Foxy is right in front of the crane machine, Bonnie is in the way back holding his guitar to the left of the crane machine, and then on the far left and more to the front is Freddy. They will always be in the same spots. Some cameras are misleading on purpose that you have to watch out for, such as the Pirate's Cove camera. Freddy is standing in a way that it looks like he has long bunny ears, so it is easy to mistake him for Bonnie. However, that's just a cardboard cutout that he is standing in front of that makes it look like he has long ears. When Bonnie is actually in the room, you can tell the clear difference because Bonnie is holding his guitar and is standing to the left of Freddy. So just pay attention to where the animatronics are standing throughout the game, and you will always know, okay, I know this one is Freddy, I know this one is Bonnie, and you don't have to get so confused about squinting and trying to find, okay, is it wearing a hat? Is that Freddy? Now, what are some other ways you can go about finding haunted animatronics? Well, the first thing you should always do is call one animatronic for repairs immediately before the ghost haunts an animatronic. This is because the ghost will not haunt an animatronic being called in for repairs. So automatically you can take away one potential suspect from the mix. Just remember not to repair the animatronic until the ghost haunts one, or fix the animatronic quickly and then call for another one. However, on night 5, the ghost becomes active so fast, I recommend that once you know who the ghost is, take that time to repair anyone who really needs it. Then when you're ready to proceed, put who the ghost is in the laptop. Now, once the ghost becomes active, you should immediately check animatronic stability and see if Balloon Boy's stability is glitching out. Because, red flag, that's the one. If not, then go to the cameras. You can quickly cycle through all the cameras to see if connection lost is the clue to rule out. Then you just have to figure out which clue is active. Maybe you'll see a handprint or something along the way as you spam through the cameras, and this is also helpful. You can take all the time you need because unlike FNAF, the animatronics are not making their way to kill you. The only thing that will kill you is if an animatronic reaches 0 stability. Animatronics lose stability over time, but they also lose 50 stability if you guess the wrong animatronic. As you progress in the nights, this of course decreases faster. I highly recommend to always be fixing someone throughout the entire night, because if you are not on top of it, then you can lose. This also benefits you because, again, it takes away one animatronic from the ghost's choices. What I have done is if I know for sure who is not haunted, I will repair them if possible. I do leave Balloon Boy for last on my repair list since you will always know 100% if he is haunted or not. Another big thing I have found super helpful is after guessing the ghost correctly on the first round, I'll make sure to be looking at a camera when the animatronic is chosen to be haunted. Many times I have seen evidence appear right in front of my face, and if it is not clear who it is, I at least know it is someone that was in that room. This allows me to quickly repair anyone I know for sure is not haunted and narrow the suspect list fast. Another tip is the ghost can choose to haunt the same animatronic more than once. In fact, I have had a game where it chose the Marionette 3 times in a row. I couldn't believe it, but the clues don't lie. It also seems common for it to choose the same animatronic twice. This has happened so many times to me. One animatronic that will never be chosen twice though is the Balloon Boy, because that would be way too easy. Now, as far as I know, there is no time limit in the game. The longest match I've ever had so far was 9 minutes long. But if there is a time limit, let me know in the comments below. I hope this helps you understand the game, and thanks for watching.